What's up guys, Shinigami here bringing you a, let's say, gameplay video and a little discussion about the Xenoverse. Now, as you guys know, Xenoverse 2 is right around the corner. It is literally coming out next week, next Tuesday, and I'm really excited to play it. I actually played the beta, and I can't wait to get into that in this video today. But what I have to say now is, like, it feels weird saying goodbye to Xenoverse 1, but it's not like a complete goodbye. I'm not selling the game, but I really won't be playing it as much now that Xenoverse 2 is coming out, and I just find that a little weird, because this game has been with me through thick and thin. I have loved this game ever since it came out, and it's gonna feel weird not playing Xenoverse 1, but once you get your hands on Xenoverse 2, it's gonna be awesome. Xenoverse 2 is amazing, and I can't wait to get into that, so why don't we? Now, the first thing I want to go over about Xenoverse 2 would be the game's hit detection. Now, unlike Xenoverse 1, the hit detection is actually on point. I haven't had a problem with it at all when playing the beta. It is actually way better than Xenoverse 2 or 1's hit detection. It's really crisp, real fresh. It feels like how Xenoverse 1 should have been. Not saying that something was wrong with Xenoverse 1, it was a really great game. But the only one of the only bad things about the game would be the hit detection, because from time to time you end up flying over your opponent, you fly under them, end up behind them for no reason at all, not hit them, or end up upside down for some odd reason. But in Xenoverse 2, from the looks of it, you shouldn't have that problem, because once you go to hit someone, you hit them. It's dead on, it's on point, it's really good, and I'm really glad that they fixed that. It should have actually been fixed in Xenoverse 1, but I don't work for the company, so I don't know why it wasn't, but nothing we can do about that for right now. But let's focus on Xenoverse 2. It's actually, the hit detection, like I said earlier, is actually way more precise, way more accurate, and you'll just love the game even more. Now, the next thing I want to discuss, I'd say, it would be about the new, commands. And why don't we go over that, shall we? Let's do it. Alright, so what I've noticed about the commands in Xenoverse 2 would be they have added a couple new ones. Like, they've added things called heavy stamina breaks, heavy guard breaks, and a chase system, so that, not system, command, so that you can now chase down people who will run away from you to make things easier for you. But for right now, let's go over the stamina breaks. Now, the stamina break is a feature that allows you to, as the name suggests, break another person's stamina. And by doing that, for Xbox, you hit, I believe, up and X for the light stamina break, and up and Y for the heavy stamina break. And now, for stamina breaks, once you do that, you can actually pull off your super, I've noticed, and actually pull off a combo or two, because that is one way to do a Saiyan juggle, I believe, and well, one of the juggles that I know, at least. Now, let's see. With the stamina breaks, you have to be very precise with them. Like, don't use them at a time that you know the enemy will catch them. One way of not using them would be using a stamina break from behind your opponent. Now, if you're fighting, I say that because if you're fighting someone skilled, they can actually just backpedal you while you're about to do your stamina break, and I'm sure you guys do not want that. So I recommend, and if you do it, make sure it's not noticeable when you do, because once that happens, you're stunned, and then they capitalize and could possibly pull off a stamina break on you and break that butt, take it to Pound Town. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to go to Pound Town, right? Unless you like that kind of stuff. But anyways, stamina breaks are actually very dangerous, and I recommend staying away from them, but also use them as much as possible. Well, to your advantage, don't spam them. And also, they can be blocked. Unlike heavy attacks that are charged up that can't be blocked, these can be blocked and just guarded. So make sure to look out for those, and we'll go over the next command right now. Alright, now let's go over this chaser. I don't know the official name for the command itself, but I'm just gonna call it a dash catcher. Now, what the dash catcher does is basically allows you to zoom on up to your opponent and hit him with a big ol' yeet. And in case you guys for you guys who don't know what yeet is, basically, just go up to your opponent and hit them really hard and they'll go flying. But that allows you to go up and chase them and take advantage of them, do whatever you want to them, I don't know. But that's really all that command is, just going up to your opponent and hitting them. I've only done it with X and Y. Actually, that's the way to do it. Oh no, not X and Y. I played on a PlayStation, so it's square and X, I believe. But anyways, for Xbox One, it should be X and A together. Now, basically, like I said, you'll just zoom up to your opponent and hit them once. But I've only done that one hit. I don't know if there's anything more to it, but I guess we'll figure that out in the full game when I play more than just the beta. Now, the other thing I wanted to go over is Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Now, during the beta, I only played as a Saiyan, so I don't know about the other races, but in order to get Super Saiyan, I believe you have to have 3 bars of ki, and then to ascend, you need 4 bars to go to Super Saiyan 2. And to get to Super Saiyan 3, you need 5 bars. And for Saiyans who are like hardcore strikers, you may be thinking, but I don't want that much ki. But if you want to become a Super Saiyan 3, you have to make the sacrifice. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal, really, because as long as you know how to use your character, you should be fine. And also, you can actually maintain your form. You don't have to go out of it when you lose ki. And also, you can turn it on and off. And I do that a lot because I like to flex on my opponents, before I hit them with a big old yeet. But that's basically it for the transformations for the Saiyans. Now, other than that, make sure you have a good day, guys. I forgot to add in a couple of things during the video, but before it ends, I'd like to say, 1, I am making a new intro for my channel. It should be out when Xenoverse 2 comes out. And 2, I forgot to discuss the raids in Xenoverse 2, but we'll get into that when Xenoverse 2 comes out itself. But other than that, farewell Xenoverse 1. I will come back to you eventually, but not for a while probably. And guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And other than that, I'll see you guys later.